fight.
Yeah, not normally would I predict the main event to be my potential fight of the night.
Yeah.
This certainly could be. What's up, Barnhill family? Welcome back to the channel.
Yo.
So, Nick, we got a banger of a main event in this week's UFC Fight Night. We got Johnny Walker, the Scotchman, against Thiago Santos, two Brazilian hammers. One literally has a sledgehammer tattooed on him.
Right.
I don't see any situation by which somebody doesn't go to sleep in this fight. I just don't know who.
Yeah, this is a great one. The UFC always, you got to love those matchmakers over there. They're always putting great fights on. Free fight card, you're going to get some bangers. You're going to get fights that are going to bring new fans in. I don't know if this one's on ESPN or ESPN Plus, but if it's on ESPN, these guys are definitely going to make some new fans out of some people that maybe didn't know about the sport or know that much about it. Johnny Walker is an entertainer. He is a great guy. He's got superstar written all over him. If he can get some wins, he's going to be a problem for a lot of people, and he's going to be great as far as being a potential cash cow for the UFC. But Santos is such a beast. You know, he's the kind of guy that doesn't go out unless you put him out.
Yeah.
Like, plain and simple. He's just too tough. He's fighting John Jones on torn ACLs and literally sending kicks with those legs. And just, you can't help but love Santos if you love fighting, if you've been a fight fan for a while. He's everything you want in a fighter, and then some, including the tattoos. The tattoos are pretty badass. But this is a great fight because I feel like Santos's back is up against the wall a little bit, and I also feel like Johnny Walker might feel like his fuse is hot, and if he doesn't get a good win streak going and kind of get back where he was, where people thought he was headed, then maybe he might just become one of those run-of-the-mill guys. So I think there actually is a lot of pressure on both fighters in this, and that's what usually creates either the world's most boring fights or the world's most exciting fights.
Yeah.
But I think these guys are going to give us an exciting one.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on these guys playing it safe and making this a boring one. I mean, Thiago Santos has got 21 wins, 15 by KO.
Ridiculous.
Johnny Walker, 18 wins, also 15 KOs. You've got two guys locked in a cage together that have 30 KOs between them just in their pro MMA careers. Johnny Walker was that guy that everybody was saying, listen, he's the next big thing. Used to be a stripper. He comes out dancing. He's got the right look. He's got the right fighting style. And much like Kevin Holland, who we just talked about, he had this hype and allure around him, and then he lost a couple of fights against elite level competition. And it was like, okay, well, now where does he really find his place? But he's only 29. Yeah. He's been out of the cage for a year. He KO'd Ryan Spann in his last fight, which was September of 2020. So I'm presuming that he's gotten better since then. He is a slight underdog in this fight. Santos is on a 3-fight skid, but as you said, those 3 fights include a split decision loss to John Jones, a submission of Glover Teixeira, which in all reality, had anybody been fighting Santos that wasn't named Glover Teixeira, they would have been knocked out. How Glover Teixeira wasn't knocked out in that fight, I truly have no idea. That was the most insane display of will I've ever seen in my life. And then finishing him, I think it was a guillotine. For sure it was a submission. And then Alexander Rakic by unanimous decision, who everybody's saying is probably the future of this division. So certainly the nod goes to Thiago Santos for experience and quality of opponents. I mean, when you're split decision losing to John Jones, it doesn't get much better than that as far as your resume goes for a loss.
Right.
So I think that, you know, Santos is 37, and it's almost a 10-year age gap between the two of them. It certainly seems like Santos is definitely on the back nine of his career. Johnny Walker is coming up. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of excitement. And I think I'm just leaning towards the younger fighter to get this one done. But, man, this is a coin toss if there ever was one, because both of these guys possess so much power.
Yeah, I could see some sort of electric striking to finish the night for Johnny Walker. And, you know, if he gets a big win over Santos and does it in KO fashion or, you know, ground and pound referee stoppage, that'll be very impressive, and I think that could catapult him right back into being a top contender in the division. But Santos is so tough, and he can win the fight in more ways than one. He's obviously hard to get out of there. And if Johnny Walker, you know, runs out of gas in the first couple of rounds. Remember, this is a 5-round fight. Santos has way more experience being a 5-rounder than Walker. True. If this goes any further past the midway through the 3rd round, I think it favors Santos tremendously. You know, and I just feel like he's too hard to finish early on for somebody like Johnny Walker, that we are going to see a good amount of rounds out of this fight. And that's why I'm kind of leaning towards Santos to be able to drag this thing out and either get a late finish with like some TKO ground and pound, or a unanimous decision. But it's going to be a great fight regardless.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. The further along this fight goes, the more it favors Santos.
Yeah.
Because I think Johnny Walker is going to come out with a reckless abandon. He's going to come out and do exactly what Johnny Walker does, which is electric, in-your-face type striking.
And that doesn't conserve gas at all.
Not whatsoever. I think if Walker is going to win this fight, he's going to get the TKO finish in the first 2 rounds. I am predicting that I think he's going to get a TKO finish in the 2nd round. I think he's going to do some damage in the first, close the night in the 2nd. I still believe in Johnny Walker. I think that even though this division is shaping up to be, it was kind of a dull division when John was the champion. He was just sort of beating everybody, and he had his whole problems that apparently are ongoing.
Yeah.
But that's a topic for another
we'll have
video.
to chat that later.
But you know, so now that there's so much excitement at light heavyweight, you know, that I think that Johnny Walker still could, with a good win here, insert himself into the discussions of who might be next. Not next, but who might be in the stable, in the bullpen, to use a baseball analogy, if you will.
Yeah, and there's a lot of excitement at 205 right now because there is opportunity available for them to, you know, get into a title fight. Maybe they think that Jan Blachowicz is a little bit more of a human than John Jones as far as fighting in the cage goes. So I think that people are kind of excited to in that division, and that's why you're seeing this life. And Johnny Walker's going to try to seize the moment. But I feel like Santos is so good. He's been there for so long, and he knows that he needs to get a win on his resume. He can't be one of these living legends, one of these veterans that gets his walking papers because he can't seem to get a win. I think he's going to play it safe. He's going to drag Johnny Walker into deep waters, and we're going to see him likely get a unanimous decision. But I could see a late TKO finish. I'm going to lean towards unanimous decision, though.
Nice call. I'm going to stick 2nd round TKO for Johnny Walker. Yeah. I think when you have the younger guy who's going to have a little bit more energy, and you're talking about what I think is going to be a striking competition, held at close range, both throwing heavy shots, that Johnny Walker is going to be able to fire and get his shots off just a little bit quicker, and I think he's going to be able to catch the TKO.
Either way, we're the winners because this is going to be an awesome fight. So I have a feeling Saturday night there's going to be some electricity happening, and I can't wait to see this fight.
Yeah, not normally would I predict the main event to be my potential fight of the night.
Yeah.
This certainly could be.
Yeah.
Especially if it goes longer like you're predicting.
If it goes long, it's going to be super exciting. If it goes short, regardless of how long it goes, it's going to be exciting.
It's either performance of the night or fight of the night. One of those two.
Walkout of the night for sure is going to go to Johnny Walker. We can just go ahead and sign that. Well, Kevin Holland might give him some run for his money.
Ooh, that's good.
But maybe not.
Yeah, that's going to be a close one.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. A like, comment, and subscribe is always much appreciated, and we do appreciate you guys coming back to the channel and checking out our content. It's really, really much appreciated. So, guys, until the next one, we hope that you have a wonderful day.
Peace.